I don't want to do the noisy lives. So tap back in. But like I was saying a minute ago, greetings to the family, grand rising to all. I hope this reaches you and you are in optimum health, both mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. I happen to be aware of the fact that we are in the throes of a Scorpion retrograde. It's a Mercury retrograde in Scorpio. And from what I've witnessed and from what I've gone through personally, you know, it's a very strong retrograde. It's sudden, um, but like the brother Blue Pill said the other day, you got to be a silver surfer. You have to be able to surf through the retrograde. You have to do the proper routines to set your intentions and to make your path clear, like your affirmations, like tapping into the energy that's still available based off of the moon and whatnot, doing a little bit of that work. Because I'm telling you, this retrograde, you know, there's a lot of people that are making transition that I've come across in the last week or two. There's a lot of people that are losing loved ones and stuff. I've tapped into a few people who've experienced loss. Yeah, okay. Um, so keep your head up, you know what I mean, and avoid conflict at all costs. What someone's reaction is to an action is not necessarily, you shouldn't wear that on your sleeves. Don't react. You don't want to necessarily engage negative energies and scorpionic energies at this, scorpionic energies that are retro. It's not a good look, you know? So just understand when things happen, why they may be happening during this time period. And we have into the first week of November to silver surf through this thing. We got about to the first week of November to make it through this thing without, being scathed. So I'm just throwing that out there. The power of the moon is still upon us. Tap in, take full advantage, right? Do your affirmations, do your shadow work. You might want to tap into a sweat lodge or something. You might want to go tap into the plant medicine and go take an inner trip, right? To go work on some inner things, especially during the Mercury retrograde in Scorpio, during the Libra season, right? Like, it gets no better than that. You know, it's time to go inside. So if that's what it is, if you've been thinking about it, if somebody's been talking to you about it, if your inner voice has been telling you that this is where you should be going, I'm your affirmation at this point. I'm just popping up to assure you that, nigga, you're not hearing things. Take heed to whatever that is, because that's your higher self. That's your spirit telling you, look, it's time. We in the fourth quarter, right? You made it through 2020. Did you die? You know what I'm saying? You're here, right? You might have even fought COVID and lost a lung, but you're here. And we're in the fourth quarter. We're in a countdown. 2020 is a victorious year. Once you get past this thing, you know, I wouldn't even say it's time to celebrate, because truthfully, in meditations, everything was telling me that 2020 was only the setup for 2021 that's going to lead you into 2022. 2022 is the Lickington. That's 2022 is that's it right there. 21 is going to be the testament. 21 is going to be where all of the tests that we went through, all of the shit that we went through in 2020, a lot of the seeds that were planted, a lot of the relationships that you forged and whatnot. 2021, my niggas. That's it. That's right around the corner. So let's ride out. Let's be in reflection for the next 3 months. Don't trip. This election or selection and whatnot, when you get past this shit, Then what? You know what I'm talking about? Like, this is almost over. This fucking theater, you know, and we do know that it will be ongoing. You know what I mean? Because this is the greatest show on the planet. Alongside, they're running up. It's the presidential shit running along COVID. They're trying to see which one is going to get the award at the end of 2020 to see who mind fucked you the best. I would give it to COVID. They've been cooking COVID since January. You know what I'm saying? They resuscitated that nigga in the middle of the year. Brought it back on you niggas. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was forgetting about it. Y'all was trying to not give COVID no love, and they brought it back on you. Well, tell them to send a request. Send a request, Amir. Is that you? IHEA? Okay, that's the gourd. All right. Family, I'm going to bring in a special guest for tomorrow's live lecture in Atlantis. All right. Big things. And I want to present to y'all guest tomorrow lecture. Special invited guest to the our good brother, Brother Amir. Yeah. Chief Fred. Peace to the God. How are you, King?
I'm good, bro. How you doing, man? How you and Blue doing in the shop up there, man? I got that boy Razor with me, man.
Razor.
What's up? Razor. Y'all doing out there?
Let the family know your the whole thing. In case they not. Let the family know who we talking to. Yeah.
Man, this is Chief Red Wolf, Medically Fail Bay, the Indigenous Hemp Education Association, also A-Bay Management, King Cream, among other things. But yeah, we're supposed to be giving you guys some great information on how to operate correctly in this hemp space. You know, if anybody interested, I'm sure a lot of people are interested in, getting into this industry, and instruct people the way tribal non. So we're gonna make sure that everybody's, well aware of the do's and don'ts in this industry. It's very important to know the game that you play with everything, because everything is a game. So you have to understand the rules,
right,
and act accordingly. So that's what it's about. I'm about to pull up the lunch. That's why I'm looking around like this. But
nah, it's all good. It went and few lives popped up on you because it is very. I made sure that we got the word out because Blue Pill passed along some information that you put out dealing with the history of hemp. Turn down that. We getting a little feedback. Indeed. So, yeah, the history you've been giving the family about the hemp industry, teaching us about, just the deep, a lot of stuff that people may not know about hemp. I want to say,
yeah, man. Shout out to Blue Pill too, man. I want to make sure I put that on the record, man, because Blue Pill has been very instrumental in getting this information out to our people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When I first did the book, Blue Pill was the first one to make the first wholesale order. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I pulled up on him. He cashed me out. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I'm trying to support. So, shout out to Brother Blue, man, for always being there to support. And Red, our dealings in the past with the indigenous hemp.
Right.
Running through the streets of the Harlem, trying to, what I'm saying, putting me on, making sure I'm right. You know what I'm saying? So I always give homage to my big brothers in this conscious community, man, or whatever they calling it today. You know what I'm saying?
We about to have and stuff, try to find out what's the new name of this shit. You know what I mean? It don't really
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what they operating in now, man. But
community
we
no
you know we operate privately, brother, and we trying to bring that demonstration to the people, man. You know that's why I got Razor with me right as we headed to 92.3 to do a interview
right.
and talk more about this state and trust and all of that, and because all of that plays into what we're doing in this hemp space, and it's important of how you
Yeah.
contract in this hemp space. You know what I'm
Long.
saying? Everything's all about contracts, whether it be verbal or written.
It's long.
Blue, what's good, brother? Islam to the more.
It's long. Continue to work. You know what I'm saying? Have your finger on the pulse of a conversation that is much needed. Time has arrived. And, it's just honorable to be of service to create these bridges to get this information where it needs to go.
Hey, like I said, brother, you've been instrumental in doing that, man, and one of the few people that I can depend on. You know what I'm saying? To just promote me freely without asking me for nothing, or what I'm saying? It's all genuine. You know what I'm saying? So I
Ah,
appreciate you, brother. I had to publicly, put that on the record on this live.
indeed. Continue the good works, brother. Peace.
You too, bro. Peace.
Peace, family.
Peace, peace.
Peace. Peace.
Definitely, man. We were welcomed with open arms out here in the Shy. A lot of love from the temple. They gave us our cards last night.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. That's a very important step in nationality, man.
That's nationality is on lock. Even little Wisdom Bella, the pink pill we brought out my daughter.
Oh, Wisdom got a card. That's what's up. Hey, what? Oh, you got a mirror one too?
Amir's is coming.
You got. That's what's up, bro.
Ari coming, but Wisdom got her nationality card last night. They did the ceremony and everything. And me and Blue Pill got up there. We gave the family some information that was very tantamount to the now. I brought the Facts Initiative out here. Food,
That's what's up.
clothing,
I
technology.
know about that facts. I know about that, bro.
Yeah, I already know.
You,
And doing part
yeah.
2 facts dealing with Forex, arms, coding, transportation, and strategy.
Ooh.
These think tanks, these think tanks that we have to put together underground, like you said, moving
Hey,
in
man, you the king of acronyms with that one, bro.
right.
You killed him with that one.
I'm just saying, like, yeah, that's where we moving. This is the second phase of it. So the first phase, I've been so honored to see it play out because the things that my network and the people who I look up to have been doing have all fallen in line to the initiative. The family is pushing that food, that horticulture, that agriculture. Seamoss was 10 years ago nobody really knew about. Now everybody's taking it. They're using it to heal themselves. They're healing other people. The fact that you could take sea moss and elderberry and save someone's life, that extends a person's personal life for years. I don't even think they understand that. The lightening of the
Right.
heart as a result of being to service to people, getting them that CBD, getting them that hemp. All of these things that we're doing is of service to humanity, and I'm honored to be a part of it, bro.
Yeah, man. It's our mission, bro.
That's
Our ancestors and our parents and our elders prepared us for this moment. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like
it.
it's time. It's time for the kings and gods to unite. You know, and combat this from every level. Everybody is a master. You know what I'm saying? And what they specifically know. So I think we just everybody stay in their lane and we just move as a unit, man. It's all about unity. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's about, bro.
That's all about. But that's the only formula that I see that's winning right now. The master principle. So I'm gonna let you go. I don't want to hold you up. I know that you got business to take care of it, but tomorrow,
Yeah, because I think
right?
trying to mute you, man. You know, the liver we get with this thing, you know, they try to censor the truth, man. So, you know, I know they got me and you shadow banned on this Instagram, man. So we'll tap in Monday, brother. I look forward to bringing the information to the people and letting them know, you know, everything that they need to know about this hemp space.
You ready,
All
man?
right. Peace to the God.
All right, peace.
Peace, Hellraiser. So, as the brother was saying, tomorrow in Atlanta, we are going to be presenting the information that the brother has dealing with the privatization or the privatized hemp industry. When we say privatized, we mean that a lot of the moves that the Moors and other brothers that are claiming their nationality and other brothers and sisters in these indigenous spaces and whatnot, they're moving. You close that door? They're moving as private entities in a private space, and they're taking steps, much needed steps, towards freeing themselves from the obligations of this quote unquote corporate system, right? Or this corporate structure. This corporate structure isn't necessarily as nefarious as people might want to paint it. It's just ways that you have to navigate through it. It's a game, bruh. They set it up to where if you master the game, you can experience heaven on earth.
And people is bitter because, of course, you're losing because you don't got the rules to the game.
People are bitter because they're losing the game because they're not playing by the rules. People are bitter. People are in their feelings. People are emotionally distraught because they keep getting checkmated because they playing the game at a beginner's level. And the game done leveled up. It is a game. I'm here to tell you that. You could believe me or not. It means nothing to me. It doesn't change anything. It don't make my day or break my day. It's a fucking game. And I'm here to let you know, because you was listening to me every other time. I'm here to let you know it's a lot of people playing the game, but you'll never know that because they're not interested in letting you know that. That's not what they about. They don't care about if you know what they doing or not. It doesn't mean nothing to them. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean nothing to them, fam. They not doing shit in the private to get the attention of the public, to convince the public that what it is that they're doing is the right thing. That's not how this game works. They're not stopping what they're doing to go back into the matrix. They in Zion right now. What's the equivalent of being free out of this grid, out of this matrix? Being in Zion. Being in Zion and not eating burlap soup. I'm not wearing burlap clothes and eating parsley soup. That's not what they doing in Zion right now. They in Tulum. They in Thailand. They in Ghana. I know some people in Jamaica, right? They got people outside of Georgia, not in Atlanta. They on the outskirts of Atlanta in mansions and whatnot. There's people in Texas in mansions and whatnot. There's brothers and sisters in the Carolinas in mansions and whatnot. There's people in Savannah living on estates. There's people in Honduras living on estates. There's people in Belize. There's people all over. I'm not gonna tell you where everybody is at. Fuck that look like? What do I look like? But there's brothers and sisters, and they doing it big. And I'm not talking about like how other people was trying to go into the wild and do it big. Not that shit. Not that White Star. They're out there really living it up and being honorable. You know what I'm talking about? And staying within the realms of integrity and shit like that. You know? So they not on a weirdo shit. They off the grid. And they not trying to be on YouTube. They don't want to talk to nobody. And I don't blame them. You know? I don't blame them. Me and my brother, we are going to be the conduits to bring people into the motherfucking light, but for so long, though. You know what I mean? But for so long, we've been the bridge that a lot of people are able to walk over and to go into places that you never knew existed and to meet people that you never met before. You feel me? And to link you into networks that you probably would never have been linked into because those networks are not open. But when they come through the pillars, we open up the gates as the twin pillars, and I'm not I'm not here stroking my ego. You know what I'm talking about? But as the twin pillars with the arch degree attached, we open up the pillars and we bring the family through. It's a Masonic principle, and we're not Masons. We're just my son. I'm not a fucking Mason, bruh. But I'm a master builder, though. You know what I'm talking about? I'm Hiram Abiff, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? I'm God. I'm just a little amnesic. I'm a little asleep, nigga. I'm trying to wake myself up. Henceforth, niggas running around calling themselves woke, right? Because when Hiram Abiff, the concept of Hiram Abiff is the app. If go and watch the movie or the TV show Watchmen, season 1. The character called Calvin, who was a black man living in Tulsa, Oklahoma, right? He was motherfucking God, nigga, because Dr. Manhattan, he was Dr. Manhattan in disguise. Dr. Manhattan in the DC universe is a god. He's a blue god. And that man, Calvin, who was married to Angela Abar, who was played by Regina Bell, a beautiful sister. I love her, right? This brother, his name in real life is like Moose. What's the brother Calvin's real life? He got an Asiatic name. He was God, but he was in amnesia. You know what I'm talking about? He was God, but he had a tachyon ring in the middle of his pineal that gave him amnesia. So as a God, he was an amnesia. No, I'm asking for the name of Calvin, Regina King's husband. What's his government? What's his real life name? He has a Muslim name. Who is this you gonna learn today? What's popping? What's good? I'm getting live requests. Y'all wanna step into the kitchen? So he's God, but he went into an amnesia state and he was able to walk through Tulsa, Oklahoma as a black man who was really God, but he didn't know this. That's who I identify as. I would say that I'm identifying as Hiram Abiff. We're God, but we don't know because we are underneath amnesia. On this, we are over here in the West, right? The kings go to the West to die. We are over here in the West. We are underneath the Europeans' westernized belief system. Nigga, this is amnesia. We're in an amnesia state. We're Hiram. And when we wake up, when the sleeping giants wake up, they're gonna make noise. That's what you saw with the woke movement. Peace to whoever I'm on a live with. What's good? Greetings. Okay. So that's what I'm seeing, right? I'm like, yeah, niggas is asleep. We're God. We don't realize it. And we got us. And we don't know who the fuck we are. There's a handful to do. And the handful that does needs to stick around with the handful that does and stop worrying about the handful that don't, because they're non-factors at the end of the day. You know what I'm talking about? They're still asleep. They're non-factors. It's all good and everything, but they're non-factors. We should focus on those who lights are on, those who woke up today. Those are the ones that we should be pouring our energy and attention to. We should be speaking to them and asking them, what do you want? What do you need? And how can I help you? Other than wasting our time trying to flip people in our family to this information when it's not for them. It don't got nothing to do with them. I don't give a fuck if that's your sister or whatnot, or your mom's and shit and you love her. I love her too. But you need to be tactful in the way that you disseminate information, because like in the Matrix, they will turn into Agent Smith on your ass and sell you out. They will turn into Agent Smith when you're running around trying to convince them that you're God and they're God, Hippolyta and all that. They don't want to hear that shit. They didn't ask you for that. You're violating their sacred space. You're trying to motherfucking unplug them from the Matrix forcefully, and they didn't ask you to be unplugged, nigga. They didn't pick the red pill. You know what I'm saying? They still popping them blue pills. The motherfucking Pfizer. What is that? What's the shit that make your dick Viagra's? They still on a Viagra blue pill. They don't want to hear all that shit you saying. Let them be ignorant. Let them dwell in their motherfucking blissfulness. They are pigs rolling around in the mud. You was there before, so you know what it feels like. And they will hurt you if you try to forcefully unplug them from the matrix. Theoretically speaking, that's an assault charge. In spiritual court, nigga, not people's court. In spiritual court, nigga, that's a charge. You could get sentenced for that. That's a charge. Y'all niggas is running around catching charges and whatnot, trying to wake up your sleepy ass relatives, and they didn't ask you to be awoken. That's a charge, nigga, and you will get penalized for that. Leave them alone. Why don't you focus on the niggas that's already awoken? You don't got nothing to say to them. When you get around them, you talking stupid shit. But you motherfucking Nostradamus around your moms and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make her take down white Jesus. She gonna spin on you, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? She gonna spin the ops on your ass. Don't play with her. She'll send a pastor after you. Agent Smith. Agent Smith. That's something you gotta won yourself. You wasn't asked. It doesn't matter if it's somebody that you plug into every night, nigga. Plug one, plug two. If she did not ask for the teacher to appear, why is that nigga pulling up in his silky robe with his fucking Corinthians? She didn't ask you for that. She didn't want that download. You know what I'm talking about? She didn't request that. That's not a friend request. She didn't want to tap into that shit right there. She wanted you in your monkey brain. She knows you in your monkey state. She wants to fuck with you in your reptilian brain. Give her that. Give her that. Give her that. But what you can do that is more effective than you trying to motherfucking proselytize to your whole household on Thanksgiving dinner, nigga, over some drumsticks. What you can do is you could demonstrate your transformation. You could demonstrate your come up. You could demonstrate through your glow up that the shit that you saying is accurate, nigga. Other than that, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself. Why don't you join one of these groups, my nigga? Why don't you get down and connect to a course where there's alikes and stop trying to fit a circle into a motherfucking square? You know what I'm talking about? You don't get no points for that. You could get a charge for that. Be careful, my nigga. Speak to an attorney. You are in this matrix playing by rules. You don't know the rules. You took the red pill. You unplugged from the matrix. You linked in to some powerful shit that's the most powerful shit on the planet. You got up out of the motherfucking throes of a prison planet. You're working your way out of this bitch on some Harriet Tubman shit. You off the plantation, and then you going back fucking with people who was happy to be on the motherfucking field picking cotton. You niggas is trying to pull a Harriet, and they're turning on you. They're talking behind your back. They're calling you crazy. They're taking your ass off the wheel, right? They're trying to call CPS. They're the ones that call CPS on you on the low. I'm letting you know this. Because you're scaring them. You want to wear Baphomet around a Christian? Okay, nigga, you play with him. Play with it if you want. You know what I'm saying? You don't know the rules of the Matrix. I told somebody the other night, he was like, yeah, I wanted my wife to come to the thing, and she was at, I said, bruh, you're in the motherfucking Elks Club. You ever watch The Honeymooners, nigga? You saw Ed Norton and the other dude, they used to go to the Elk Club, and they didn't bring their wives with them because that's not what they wanted to do. That's not what the wives didn't want to go to the Elks Club. It's not, the information does not resonate with them. The information is not for them. The information was for Ralph Cramden and Eddie Norton. Make them better men. So he don't keep trying to threaten to send her ass to the moon. You know what I'm talking about? He was very violent. Mr. Ralph Cramden, always threatening domestic violence to his boo, to Bay. Talking about he gonna shoot her to the moon. Nigga, that's a strong uppercut. So he needed the Elks Club to help him with his domestic violence. That wasn't nowhere for wifey to be. That's the same for his toxic masculinity. He needed the Elks Club. That's the same thing some of y'all are dealing with lifelong issues, generational issues, things that happen when you were like 8, trauma. Because in this community is trauma porn, and we trauma bond. We trauma bond on some Candyman shit. We trauma bond, we drama bond. That's why y'all was at all of the debates and we don't see you no more. What are you niggas doing with your lives, though? How about that? You know what I'm talking about? What is your glow up consistent of? You know how many niggas went back in the Matrix and we got to see you niggas on Instagram living your worst life? Because you got offended because a nigga that you was dick riding let you down, but you supposed to have come in here and be your own boss. You supposed to come in here and be your own God. Y'all came in here on the coattails of grown men. And then you got upset when those grown men turned into be charlatans. And when them grown men, you got washed. They was out there tapping you niggas' pockets and you got washed. You got in your feelings and then you tapped out. Now look at you niggas trying to get back. Now you niggas is woke. You running around. I see you niggas following Charlemagne, right? You niggas is out here wearing my son's clothes and shit like that. You niggas is woke. But you was leveled up about 4 years ago. You could have been with Hippolyta, you weird ass nigga, you. You know what I'm talking about? Because you niggas was taking grown men and replacing them as your daddy or something. That's what y'all was out here doing. You know what I'm saying? I seen you with the jersey dress. Yeah. Y'all was trying to live vicariously through bird ass niggas. And you got what everybody will always get by following fugazi niggas. You can't follow no man in the Aquarian age. They told you that, Bobby, you niggas fell asleep during the 8-hour Bobby lecture. You probably missed that one. But they said, don't follow nobody. Bobby was like, fuck that. I'm a piece of shit. Don't follow me.
Right.
Dr. Sabi said, don't follow me. He was shaking you niggas off.
You might be terrified of what you see.
And you might be terrified of what you see. You can't take you niggas are scared of the dark. So what are you following me for? I take your ass into the dark, but you scared of it. So why are you following me? If you scared of the dark, cause I'm not a lightsaber, my nigga. I'm fucking show enough. I got the red light, nigga. So what are you following us for? Phil Valentine told you, get off of my line. I'm your teacher. Do you niggas follow your professors from CUNY and SUNY? You know what I'm saying? Are you following them on Instagram, nigga? Did you DM your professor from fucking your Ivy League, your fucking HBSU, nigga? Are you worrying about who they sleeping with? Are you worrying about what they eating? Are you worrying about it's veneers or if that's their real teeth? But y'all always caught up with the master teachers. What's your blood type? Who you like? Who's your friend?
Who were you in your past life?
Who are you in your past life? I'm your twin flame. Are you telling that to your professor in CUNY, nigga? Because theoretically, that's all we are, is your teachers. These niggas want to know your genetic. Yo, what's your genome, Red Pill? Fam, you getting too comfortable.
Yeah. What's your marker on your 44 genome?
These niggas know your whole history.
Nah, nigga, we not doing that.
They out here giving me DNA tests. They know where my Red Pill ain't Ados. His great-great-great-grandfather was from Maryland. I'm like, damn, nigga, how did you know? You niggas is taking this shit too serious. You know what I'm saying? We're your teachers. Don't follow none of us. Learn from my mistakes, if anything. You know what I'm saying? Learn from my victories and my mistakes. That's the only lesson that you will have. Learn from and tap in when we create user experiences, because life is about experience. We've been doing lectures. We've been doing retreats since 2012, taking you niggas places. We've been doing a lot of stuff dealing with your healing, bruh. Dealing with your transformation.
We don't want your fucking money.
CMOS since 2009.
Blue been selling CMOS since 09 when you ain't even know what it was. You niggas thought you was drinking Irish CMOS. That's the first. I don't drink that. I'm not Jamaican. You don't take your silly ass somewhere. Fuck is you talking about? I didn't say Irish CMOS. This song got milk in it. Weird nigga, you. My mama saved a lot of niggas by curing AIDS. You know what I'm saying? It's just different, bro. Shit different. So the problem with a lot of the people in this community is that they hopped into this community or this network for the wrong reasons. And they not dealing with their core issues. They didn't come into this thing to heal. They came into this bitch to feel and to steal. You want to feel good. You want to steal niggas' bars and run around your little town with it, or wherever the fuck you live in your wherever you domicile. You niggas want to just run and parakeet niggas and swagger jack. You know there's another Law 44 in Brixton, nigga. You know there's a red pill in Bermuda, nigga. Like
that was my wake up call. A nigga in this community had a motherfucker on a program talking about he was the Avenger of the Law 45. That was it for me. That was it. I was just
a nigga invited me to join the Facts Initiative, nigga. Like, that's what they here for.
This was before they was cloning.
They here to clone niggas and to pillage the community, bruh. They here to pillage all of these diamonds that we throw out, all of these gems, because it's free game. The game to be sold, nigga. It's free game. It's niggas writing books by transcribing these lives. Go on Amazon, you'll see it. And they want to feel good. Everybody want their ego stroke. Niggas want dopamine to be released. You're beautiful. You're black. You are God. You've been sent here to do everything that your ancestors didn't do. You're going to save the world in 5 hours. And these niggas believe that. And they run around with these fucking egos like they're saving the world. Nigga, you're saving your live from Instagram. That's the only thing that you saving. What are you talking about? Who did you save? Because somebody knows your name, nigga? This is Cheers, nigga. This is social media. You could have been, that shit had weight in 1975, nigga. It don't got no weight in 2020. Niggas is hype because somebody knows them. This is social media. Everybody knows everybody. You know what I mean? People I know. What's your track record looking like? Is it 10 years deep? Do you have those 10,000 hours? You know, is it publicly recorded? What's your community service record looking like? How many fucking hours did you put in on these streets, on these front lines, not in your mama basement, in these streets with these people, with these motherfucking zombies? How many people did you lift up out of the goddamn grave? Let me know. How many? How many people did you resurrect? Huh? How many 85ers did you take away to 80 and turn them into 5? How many? Where is your receipts? That's what I want to know. So, like I said, coming into this thing right here, y'all gonna have to come behind a paywall, and y'all gonna have to tap into this information because it's private information from private entities that are doing better in private than they were in the public. Think about this. Would you if you had the opportunity to send your child to a public school or a private school, what would you do? If you had the opportunity to work in the private sector or the public sector, what would you do? Meaning that you could be a city worker and deal with people at DMV all day. You know what I mean? You could be a caseworker and deal with welfare people all day. Or you could be in the private business. You could be in the private sector. You could be a contractor. You could be in a firm and whatnot. You know what I'm talking about? What would you rather do? Would you rather go to a private institution or a public one? Now, when you come up with that, I mean, it's 114 people. 14 people going to say public. For the 100 that want to be part of a private conversation on a private network, I need y'all to hit me on the inbox because that's what we're putting together. We're not going to be in the public for too much long talking to the public about this is not public school. I'm going private. 2021 after this election, because if Kamala and Joe Biden win, they coming after us. If Trump win, they coming after us. It don't matter. They still coming after y'all. You know what I'm talking about? If Joe Biden and Kamala the cop win, they're taking this bit. They're gonna deputize drag queens to drag niggas out of their motherfucking out of their safe havens.
Facts.
They're gonna deputize drag queens, bro.
That's your new public school teachers.
Yeah, those would be
niggas love sharing that clip. How them drag queens teaching them babies, nigga. That's all you gonna get. Drag queen Zooms. Fuck out of here.
We have private networks. I have stream chasers. That's for the people that are chasing the bag. I got KTL University. That's for the family that want to learn from the scholars and the teachers that we have in our network, courses and whatnot, real information, not no men arguing. And then we have the Facts Initiative. That's for the brothers and sisters that are industrious, food, art, clothing, technology, and shelter, Forex, arms, coding, transportation, and strategy. You know what I mean? Like, we're serious about what it is that we're doing. Unfortunately, because of Mark Zuckerberg shadow banning me and the other networks coming together to limit our access to our people, we are forced to remove ourselves from these public spaces. They let us already know. We're not going to promote we're not going to let what it is that you're saying. And Netflix is also a private platform that we're going to be streaming all of the content and things of that nature, so nobody has to worry about where we at on Instagram or when we going live on YouTube. That's not the future, man. We enjoy the time that you had on those platforms. That's not where we going in 2021. That ain't it. You know what I'm saying? That is not it. That is not it. We need to level up. It's time to level up. You can't be scared to say Jew. You can't be scared to say the alphabet. LBGQRT. You can't be scared to say these things. Billy Porter's already on Sesame Street. That's right, nigga. We got work to do. Yeah, Netflix. All day. All day. We're doing like 2 more retreats. And we got Melanin Monday lives. We got a lot of stuff. We got video premieres. We got the Red Summer album. It's a lot of stuff that's coming out that will not be on Instagram and YouTube. You know what I mean? It will be on Netflix. It will be behind these paywalls. It will be in private groups and private websites, on private apps that you have on your mobile. You know, you're going to benefit from that. Trust me. So the same way that you think public school with your tuition and your scholarship to the 2-year school and whatnot, why don't you level up and come up in a PhD program? Or why don't you just tap into an Ivy League type of situation where you're going to get real information, high level information? We're going to start that journey tomorrow in Atlanta on Melanin Monday live, right? Live. Okay. And I'm even going to stop streaming that through YouTube. That's just going to be for the people who pull up. You feel me? And we might throw it through Zoom and whatnot. And then I'm going to resume doing the Melanin Monday podcast the same way that I'm doing it right here on my YouTube channel, just talking to the people. What time? The doors open up at 6 p.m. We're going to have the musical guest, Lizzie Jeff. I will do a live with her in about an hour. Lizzie Jeff is the musical guest. She is the hottest thing coming out of the West Coast, the best coast, right? For all of the sisters on this line, do yourself a favor and go and pull her up. Lizzie Jeff. She got a vibe. And we got our brother Amir, Chief Red Hawk. He's going to be coming on, and he's going to be talking about privatization and how to tap in. Red Wolf, Chief Red Wolf, pardon me, Chief Red Wolf. And he's going to be talking about tapping into the hemp industry, 2,500 industrial uses for hemp. And it's been legalized across the United States of America. Not in every state, but we're going to show you. We're going to demonstrate. Because that's what the Melanin Monday in Atlanta has been evolved into. We're going to be doing pure networking, business, private, bags, music, showcase, talent, network, mixer, food, ladies, gods, goddesses, lit, viral. That's what we talking about. America's in the building. What's good? America was at Melanin Monday last week, turned it into a whole movie. That's what I'm saying. Like, we out in the A doing magic. I couldn't do this shit in New York.
What is magic? Living in your purpose.
Magic is living in your purpose. Magic is being in the moment, right? Taking advantage of the elements, tapping into the elements that are around you. I was at a drummer circle and two goddesses started twerking and the fucking fire exploded from out of the fire pit, right? The manipulation of the elements utilizing Toro energy. How about that? Who's fucking with that? They made the fire pit come alive with the twerkage. Nigga. Lit. Viral. I mean, Orgon. Energy. Yeah, red clay. Mars energy in that Martian spot called Atlantis. That's what Bobby called it.
Melanated woman.
Facts. And this is for anybody that's out there or anybody that's ready to turn up. October the 30th, not the 31st, because you niggas is going to be trick-or-treating. October 30th, All Hallows Eve. Atlantis. We're having a Lovecraft-themed masquerade album release party for Red Summer. Fully stocked bar, right? We're going to have boomies. It's going to be 420 inspired or 420 friendly, right? Boomy infused, okay? Hemp infused, CBD infused, right? Fully stocked bar so you could get lit with the spirits. And we're dedicating that all to Bobby Hemming. It's all going to be dedicated to Bobby. I got Bobby skits on the album. Stop playing with me. You know what I'm talking about? I pay homage to Bobby. I might build a Bobby shrine in the A, nigga. That is his headquarters. That's his headquarters. Starfallah to anybody. Post the invite. Yeah, I'm going to throw the flyer up. That's up there. I need you niggas to fly in. But the thing is, it's limited space. It's limited space. You know what I mean? I think the first 100, we only going to do 100. I don't want no crowded areas and what. I don't want, it ain't about COVID, but it's going to be selective. We want 100 of y'all to pull up. But I promise you, movie. I promise we're going to turn that bitch into something that you never seen. And don't wear no dirty clothes because it's black lights. You know? Ladies, don't wear no dresses with stains on it because it's black lights. You know what I mean? I want y'all to win the same way that I want to win. And niggas talk. You want to go? Pull out. HP Lovecraft themed, right? And this is not for the children either because we adults. And it's on All Hallows Eve, nigga, Coco. So we going in. We going in. You're not. You're never gonna see me like this ever again. I'm gonna be on a level that you may never see me in. And again, you know, we leveled up. I'm a Scorpio. It's Scorpio season, nigga. I'm letting it all hang out. Not on some OnlyFans shit. You know what I'm talking about? But on some spiritual shit, I'm gonna be tapped in. Because I sacrificed a lot to make this project happen. You know what I mean? I've been away from my fam. You know, I've been away for a minute. Like I've been in my hole. I ain't even been doing a lot of my lives because I just been in album mode. So I'm very, you know, pleased to what. Look, I met America Sutton, bruh. I met Lizzie Jeff, bruh. I got them on my album, nigga. Right? I'm relevant for the next 10 years now.
You got Ghostface on the album. Bruh.
Yeah, he showed up like Ghostface on the red tape. You know, Blue did his thing.
Bruh.
Blue did his thing. You know.
Blue Winter coming right after.
Yeah, Blue Winter after Red Summer. We're going to deal with that. But for all of my, and we 44 this year. We had a stellar 44. We did it. We raised the bar. You know what I mean? We went into icon status in our 44th. So on November 14th, as promised. So November 14th on an island to be announced, we're going to be doing a gala to take us into our 45th. Now, I don't want to get ahead of myself because we're talking about Red October. So October 30th, All Hallows Eve, come headless if need be. Take your fucking head with, you know what I mean? Do whatever you got to do, nigga. HP Lovecraft Dave. I want to see the Asian chick with the arms coming out of her box. Where's she at? Where's Hippolyta? You know what I'm talking about? Where's Hippolyta? Leave the father at home with the scar on his face. We don't need him. Right? Yeah, leave him home, man. Somebody gonna pull up looking like that nigga. We're in the A.
Who niggas pull up in that red satin suit?
We're gonna have some topless models. You niggas don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't, my mama I'm telling my mama what I'm doing, so you can't tell her on me. We're gonna have sisters with body paint, right? Maybe all red. Right? HP Lovecraft theme with some fucking Bobby on the big screen, nigga, and we gonna be spitting the spirits in all directions, nigga, and we gonna be burning some motherfucking shades, nigga, and we gonna be popping some shrooms, nigga, and we smoking about a pound of some Obama runts, little nigga, you. Okay, we time to celebrate. They're gonna take me out on a stretcher. I'm turned up. I'm gonna be raging all night because the album is a little turned up too. It's semi-ragey. So yeah, we jumping off of couches and shit. We got 2 VIP sections. You know what I'm saying? 2 VIP section. It's a lot of neon lights. So, you know, prepare to be bright. But it's Red October. I love my Libras. I love y'all turned up this shit. I didn't know it was so many of you niggas out here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all real deep in the music industry, but your time is ticking.
It's almost over for you.
It's almost over for you. We going into
get your own retrograde, man.
Yeah.
Go sit down.
A fucking retrograde came, but they had to call it a Scorpio in your season.
Y'all niggas don't sit down, man.
But we're gonna show you how to party, and this is the caveat. This is the caveat to the whole night. This is why I'm talking about. History, movie, the whole playlist for the night. We got a DJ. He's gonna be on shrooms. The whole playlist is Scorpio artists. We serious about this Scorpio shit. You niggas will never forget. You know what I mean? We serious about this. We about that Scorpio life, nigga. HP Lovecraft thing. Do the shit right, because you niggas never did All Hallows Eve right. We're going to do it right with a fucking soundtrack and a movie. You know what I'm saying? Do not come if you scared of seeing some breasts, nigga. Do not come if you can't stand around women while they twerking. And you can't, you know what I mean? If you don't got permission to be around women while they twerk, don't come, nigga. You catch the live stream or the replay. You know what I'm saying? We'll have a nigga do an unboxing or review video. You can't be there. We on some Scorpio shit. You know what I'm saying? We on some real Scorpio shit. We going Darth on you niggas. Temple of Darth. Yeah, we going real Darth on you. Because my shadow self got a fucking, you know, that nigga needs to turn up. My shadow self needs to stand on a couch or two. I've been suppressing him during the COVID. But you bring your Scorpio self out during Scorpio season. Any other time it's uncivilized. So let's do a roll call of some Scorpio musicians and artists so you have an idea of what the playlist is going to be about. E40. Yeah, and what this is, because the Halloween moon on October 31st, tell them everything that's happening October 31st, Blue. Go ahead, drip.
So it's a blue moon, right?
Not a red moon. We need a red
It hasn't been Halloween on a weekend for 19 years.
This year Halloween fell on a weekend.
Right? Which means that it brings us into the proximity of 2000 when this shit came in.
It also is going to be a blood moon because it's a hunter moon.
They go to red moon.
Right? So it's the red and the blue. I'm talking about? Yeah. Big shit popping. I mean, look.
Big shit.
It's
the universe is conspiring for you to turn up.
It's the precursor to our born day, right? Because 14 days after the moon, which, you know, moon cycles are 28-day cycles. So I think it might be like a new moon. It's a galactic portal that is opening up on November 13th, leading into the 14th. It's a grand conjunction, and that grand conjunction leads directly into December 20th. But right before December 20th, on December 14th is going to be a solar eclipse, a total solar eclipse, but you can only view it in Chile and Argentina and Patagonia, where they said the Caucasian was created, right? The island of Patmos shit and all of that. Boys of Brazil, pause. So my thing is about timing and conjunctions and alignment. So November 14th, then it jumps to December 14th. You know what I'm saying? December 20th, 14s and 7s and 28s and all of these numbers and numerics. Y'all just need to be there. You need to tap in. It's going to be monumental. The day is going to be a portal day. You know what I'm saying? October 30th to October 31st, going into Halloween. It's just going to be lit. It's going to be cosmically lit. And this is a beautiful way to crescendo, you know, and especially build up this chi energy, because a few days after that, we're going into the elections, allegedly.
Right.
Allegedly, right? Because Spirit told me, it said, look, don't put all your eggs in one basket. It said tomorrow's not promised. Why these niggas swear and think that they're going to get the election? That's not a given. That's not a given, right? Your president got his back against the wall. He ain't in this shit to lose. So you might not even get an election. And even if you do, you ain't going to get the results until very later in the year or sometime next year, right? So hold on to your seats and your hats and all of that. Make sure that you are doing what is unique and genuine to yourself in terms of feeding yourself, right?
You don't put stock in this shit.
Feeding yourself. Make sure that your shadow self gets a day out of this goddamn calendar year when it could, you know, release you had this shit in lockdown all year. You ain't get to turn up. You ain't get to be you. You've been a version of yourself for other people. When are you going to get a chance to be yourself? That's why Halloween is so attractive to the masses, because they get an opportunity to take their mask off and they put on horns. They don't put on angel wings, right? Niggas don't be out here dressing their baby up like little God, because God is not a visible thing. You don't have a template or face for it, because the oscillation of that light is too fucking bright for you to even put an anthropomorphized figure on it. But when you're talking about the lower realms, when you're talking about, you know, Shaitan and shit like that, then that's the earth dominion. That's the ruby red clay that they call earth plane. That's Malkuth, my nigga, right? God cast the fucking devil out of heaven and sent this nigga to earth, so he been here longer than you know what I'm saying? The niggas with the rose petals and all of that shit and the wings on. You in the devil's playground, looking to find your way back home. Yo, your shit is about to close out. Yeah, nah, you got a minute and 30 remaining. But look,
we coming back with Lizzie Jeff for part 2, so we could promote Melanin Monday. So be in tune. Just look out for the notification. We'll be back with the sister Lizzie Jeff. We're gonna talk to y'all. You know what I'm talking about what we doing tomorrow in Atlantis. So y'all could pull up. Love and light. All right. One. We'll get you on the next slide.